Hey horror fans, it's the Horror Miser Miney G, and today I'm going to do a special video. Something I'm probably going to be doing probably about once a month if I have the time available. I'm going to be reviewing some of those nice, good, bad but good horror movies that came out back in the 80s. Now everyone knows, horror aficionados such as myself knows that the 80s was a prime time for horror movies back in the 80s, thanks to the creations of Michael Myers, Freddy Krueger, and Jason Voorhees. Horror movies flourished during the 80s, and we also, not only do we get those three characters, we got Chucky, the killer doll from the Child's Play movies. We got Pinhead from the Hellraiser movies. We got the Evil Dead. We have a whole lot of rich characters and great horror movies, even bad horror movies, but they were bad and good horror movies. So once a month, I'm going to be reviewing them and talking about them. And the first movie I'm going to be reviewing will be a movie that came out in 1981 called Blood Beach. Be aware, there will be spoilers involved because I'm pretty sure most people have might have seen Blood Beach. If you grew up at the time I did during the 80s, I was probably like around, like in my early 20s during that time period when all those horror movies came out in the 80s. So if you've seen it, if you haven't seen it, I'll put a description down at the bottom. See it before you watch this video. After you see it, come and watch this video, and then you'll be able to understand what I'm saying about. Now, Blood Beach, like I said, came out in 1981. It stars Burt Young and John Saxon. Now, at the time that Blood Beach came out, we were still going crazy with the Jaws movies. Jaws 2 had just came out a couple years before this movie came out. And this movie came out, it had a very interesting tagline that says, just when you thought it was safe to go back into the water, now you can't get to it. The movie has a very basic premise. People are being sucked into the sand on the beach and can't get in. That's a very easy premise of this movie. It's basically filmed around the Santa Monica Pier, Santa Monica, California. And the movie stars these two detectives, played by John Saxon and Burt Young. Burt Young from the Rocky Pictures. Yeah, from the Rocky Pictures, and they're investigating missing people. A lot of missing people going around this area, not realizing that they're all being sucked into the sand. So it's a very easy presence because obviously something's sucking them into the sand. When the movie starts, it doesn't take that long before a old woman is walking her dog on the beach and she gets sucked into the sand while the lifeguard is swimming. He hears her screams but doesn't see her anyway, and the dog starts barking. So we know that there's something in the sand. Now, what's in the sand, we don't know what it is. Is it a creature? Is it some unseen force? Well, then that's what the whole movie is. Now, keep in mind, this is not a very well-made movie. It's shot very poorly. Cinematography is very bad. The two lead actors are not very good. This movie is basically carried by John Saxon and Burt Ward. Especially Burt Young. Burt Young. He has some of the best lines in the movie. It does have some nice, decent scares back then. There's some nice scenes how the creature attacks his people. There's a scene where there's a guy who's about to rape somebody, and he gets his dong nipped off by the creature. Yeah, it's a creature, by the way. Like I said, spoilers. He gets his dong knocked off by the creature. There's some scenes where the lead actress goes into the abandoned pier, and she gets where she finds all the dead bodies, where the creature has obviously hidden for later consumption. And he finds all the dead bodies that have been. You see a headless body. You see the head of a dog that got eaten earlier, and that was pretty good, nice scene. The conclusion of the movie ends when we finally get to see the creature, and it's kind of a bit disappointing. It doesn't look anymore like maybe some type of huge Venus flytrap thing. But it was still entertaining. I actually liked the movie. It was very good. Like I said, it was very poorly made. Like I said, it was a B movie. Probably didn't cost that much to make. They did make over $2 million, and at that time, I'm pretty sure that was a lot of money. The film was written and directed by Jeffrey Bloom. It was distributed by the Jerry Gross organization, Compass International Pictures. I'm pretty sure they're no longer in business anymore. But what do you expect? It was the 80s. It was a nice movie. I thought the concept of the idea was pretty good. Hey, look, now that we know that we can get to it's safe to go into the water, let's create a creature so they can't even get to it. So I thought that was interesting. So Like I said before, not well made. Uh, some nice kills. Some nice kills in there. But like I said, the creature, not very. I've seen better creatures made than this one. But it was still an entertaining movie. I did enjoy it when I saw it at the time. So if you want to see it, fine. I'll leave a description below. And I'll give this movie, give it a 6. 6 out of my scale of 10, out of a 10. I'll give this a 6. Maybe because, like I said at the time, it was interesting. I liked the idea. They actually did make a, I guess, a quasi remake of this picture. It's out now. There's 2 titles on it. One is called The Sand. The other one's called The Blood Sand. I don't know what the actual title was. If someone can find out for me and comment below, let me know. But it's actually out right now. I might actually do a review on it too. Similar premise. So, you know, watch it if you want to see it. Yep. So that's my review of Blood Beach. It was a great time. When I went to saw it, I had a great time. When one of my friends went out to see it, we had a great time when we saw it. And like I said, if you want to see it, I'll leave like I said, I'll leave a link in the description below if you want to see it. If you have seen it, comment below and let me know. We'll talk about it. And tell me, what is your favorite 80s movies that came out during the year that's similar to Blood Beach or any other 80s movie? Comment below and let me know. And we'll talk about that too. So that's my review of Blood Beach. I'll be reviewing more 80s horror pictures probably next month. I'll see what I can pull out my, I'll see what I can, I actually probably watch it first, because some of these movies I haven't watched in a while. Like I said, did watch Blood Beach before I reviewed this, so again, I'll watch another 80s movie and we'll review it as well. Once again, that's going to be it for today. Like I said, click that subscriber button and ring that bell. I'm trying to get up to at least 50 subscribers before the end of the year, and I've gotten up to nearly 18, and I want to thank all the people who are subscribing to my channel and support me and support the Horror Miser. I want to thank all y'all guys. Trying real hard to keep this channel up, and I appreciate, you know, the support y'all giving me, and I want to make sure to get the word out there that that's what I'm trying to accomplish on this channel. So, like I said, I'm the Horror Miser Mighty G. I'm all over social media. On Facebook, I'm simply known as Lamont Smith. On Twitter, I'm The Rock 0829. And on Instagram, I'm The Rock 0853. Once again, my name is Lamont Smith, better known as the Horror Miser. And always remember that horror rules.